Hello and welcome to Fallout New Vegas part number 32 of the stealth build walkthrough. And today we're going to be doing another skillbook run. This one is going to be for the melee skillbook Grognak The Barbarian. I realized that I needed my melee and perhaps speech up as fast as I can before I hit 26. Because now that we're reaching the last few levels, we have limited skill points to spend. So as I said, these first four do not matter, but these all do matter deeply. I know science is not going to be a problem, so I'm not going to put any skill points on science. Sneak right now is plus 100 because of the stealth boy, but again, not too big a deal. Speech though, and melee, I need to start putting some points into. So we're going to start with the melee skill book. It's going to be called Grognak The Barbarian. So the locations it's at are as follows. So the first one is, I think it's northwest of the Wolf Horn Ranch. There's a location here. I forget what it's called. One's at Cottonwood Cove. One's is at Jacobstown, which is right here. We haven't visited it, but it's fairly close by. And one is close to Camp Golf, wherever Camp Golf is. I believe it's, yeah, right here. It's somewhere around here of Camp Golf. Again, I forget the location, what's it called, but we'll start with the Wolfhorn Ranch and we'll go from there. Okay, so again, just gonna sneak on by. Yeah, there you go. So this is just fairly standard stuff. And now, stealth boy duration, because of fast traveling, in-game time goes ahead. So again, the duration in real time also goes down. So as per the video, it may not last exactly 10 minutes because I've been fast traveling. So it would wear off, which is perfectly fine. Again, I have a lot of stealth boys right now. If I start running low on these, I will... Yeah, 24. Once I've got like maybe 5, maybe 4 or 3 left, I will go ahead and do those quests again. Okay, I think this is that location right here. Okay, so these guys are here. And we'll take this, we'll take this. They have a bunch of dynamites. Gun case. Oh, some good loot. Nice. And this is not the location exactly. There's a campfire here as well. There's healing powder. I assumed this was the location, but clearly I was incorrect. You see that small marker right there? I'm trying to reach that. So perhaps... Oops. There's an invisible wall here which is not letting me climb. Oh. Ah, there it is, I think. Yes, hidden supply cache. That's the one that I need. Oh, and there's a hollowed out rock. Perfect. So that's what I'm saying. Average lock door. Okay. That's what it's called. Hidden supply cache. And it's in here someplace. Okay, and sometimes you're moving incredibly fast. I don't care about the radiation suit. I'll take that, I'll take you, and I don't care about leather armor either. Let's see, we gotta look carefully around this area to see where it is. So leather armor, that's a lottery ticket, okay. Interesting. I wonder if you could make any use of that. Definitely not on top of this. Okay, I had assumed that it would be in here, but unless I have displaced it somehow. Interesting. Any other nook and cranny that I have missed out? Because this is a lot. Huh. Interesting. This is the hidden supply. Catch, correct? Yeah, hidden supply cave. And interesting, interesting. Okay, let me take a look at the my notes here. So yeah, I mean, it is at the hidden supply catch. Again, I did a practice. Well, I didn't do it like a practice run per se. It was more like I'm trying to remember this from memory, so that's okay. We'll take a look here. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. So it should be here someplace. Honestly, it should be on top of these. The fact that I can see it is a bit of an odd... Oh, there it is. Okay. Couldn't see it. Alright, there you go. So, Grognak The Barbarian #1. I was concerned there for a sec. So, there is a chance that these books can get knocked down and whatnot, so just be aware of that. So, the next one is Camp Golf. It's here, and it should be around this area. So, we'll fast travel through there. Stealth Boy will most likely wear off. Yeah, as I expected. And there is where we're going. Yeah, just that general direction. Again, this is Camp Golf, so it's a fairly safe area. I don't need to use a Stealth Boy. I do wonder that if there are enemies nearby, though. And if so, how far? Okay, so I see a location there. Pick that. There is an enemy. There is a number of enemies. Well, just... What is that? I'll pop the use of a Stealth Boy in case we get into trouble. Oh, it's just coyotes. Not a big deal. Cannibal Johnson. Yeah, I think this is the one. Cannibal Johnson's cave. And this man right here, I think, is the... Ooh. Oh yes, I forget. Every time. There's like a trap here that he sets. I should have a doctor's bag. Okay. And I can talk with this guy here.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you? Oh. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now. What do you want to know? Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl. Really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now.
Interesting.
Ha! I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
Interesting.
The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies.
Oh wow.
They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
Interesting.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
Yeah, okay, so I've seen... I don't think I've interacted with this guy more than a few times. Or maybe more than once. Yeah, so he wants to die.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Okay.
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
Okay, bye.
Be seeing you. Maybe.
So yeah, he's not hostile. Cutting board, eh? Mole rat meat, okay. So he's got like a nice little cave here that he's set up for himself. Ooh. And he's killed a bunch of night stalkers. Wow. And mole rats. That is impressive, the fact that he can actually kill night stalkers. I don't know if he becomes hostile if you stay here too long. So I'm going to try to be quick about this. The book should be here someplace. Right there. Grognak the Barbarian is marked as steel, so I'm going to just pick it up and take it with me. And this would be goodbye. That's okay, I am okay with losing some karma over this. Okay, remove it, and next up we'll go to Cottonwood Cove from Wolfhorn Ranch. And finally we'll go to Jacobstown. Actually, we'll go to Jacobstown first. And then there's a lot of places to... Ooh. Oh wow. And that was a little bit unexpected. But again, pop a stealth boy at the right time and you should be okay. This is actually nice because I get some big horner meat which I can cook. Some mantises are also on the way, so that's nice too. Need some... Actually, let me just check my food and my water. No, that's all good. Do I have any Sunset Sarsaparilla left? Oh yes, I do, definitely. Okay, so we're gonna head up. If we are heading the right way, yep. Most definitely are. So this is our first encounter with Jacobstown. I think you have to resolve something or the other during this encounter. Now I wonder what my speech is at. Because you do need a high speech skill. 74, oh yeah, I can easily pass this. Although I will be getting a lot of EXP for that, so I don't want that. But, oh well. Now Jacobstown, let me just say it's a beautiful place. Like, look at this. Look at all the trees, the mountain. There's actual snow here. Haven't seen that in any other Fallout game, like actual snow that I've played. And the scenery is just beautiful. Other than Fallout 3 where there was this scenery around like this guy who was turned into a mutant tree thing. This is the most well-preserved area of the wasteland. Well, I mean, I guess not counting Honest Hearts DLC. But this is an area which is part of Las Vegas, or was part of Las Vegas, and it's still preserved. I mean, House did an amazing job keeping the nuclear bombs out of this place, which is just incredible. Okay, so here we are approaching Jacobstown, and we will be engaging, well, speaking to a super mutant. So, we'll go ahead and do that and introduce ourselves. We are invisible, but that's quite okay. I don't think we have a choice. We will engage him in conversation regardless.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them. And if you're NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
So he's a nice mutant. Goodbye. I will do his quest, but later. Now, I'm curious to know. And there you go, Jacobstown, door to bungalow. It's in one of these bungalows that you find the book Grognak The Barbarian. I wonder which one it is. And exactly where. Oh, I think I see it. There it is. Grognak The Barbarian. Perfect. Coca-Cola Victory, I'll take that. These are one of the rare sort of items you find here. Go on stick, yes please. Since that sarsaparilla wore off. Wonder who lived here. No clue. Okay, so that's Jacobstown done. There is a quest related to this, but we'll come back and do this later. I think this is also one of House's resorts. So you could sorry about that. You could, you know, I don't know if you can turn this into a base, but you know, he had style. I mean, he's found himself a valley surrounded by mountains and just built a house here. Beautiful. Now it's Jacobstown, so. Okay, so there's that. Now we head to Cottonwood Cove, which is our last location. Stealth boy wore off again. And I'll put a marker here. And we'll definitely be running into enemies, so we'll just activate another stealth boy. I'm going through stealth boys like crazy now, mostly because they're fast traveling. But that's okay. There is a... what is this? Rated farmstead, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going. Okay, where's the marker right there? So yeah, whilst we were walking, I am kind of wondering what perk to take at level 28. I haven't fully decided yet. I know the one that I have to take at level 30, but at 28 I'm a little bit undecided. But we will see. Now, what is this town? This is definitely a town. Is this Cottonwood Cove? Oh no, this is the area right before that. Yeah, it's a irradiated town, I remember this. This is also another NCR quest, so we'll have a non-negotiable conversation here, I think. No? We can actually go by here. Interesting. All the weather. So this would be Camp Searchlight. Oh yes, so they have their own story, Camp Searchlight does. Yeah, it's irradiated. There's a bunch of ghouls. Huh. There is a Legion ambush. Okay, so this is our first instance of actually seeing Legion and NCR fight. Interesting. And I don't think the Legion's gonna win this, because there's way too... I'll take their stuff though. Fresh beer, healing powder, Dinaris, yes please. Purified water. Yes please. Mute fruit, purified water, yes please. And there's another one dead. Oops. I don't need the cowboy repeater. I wonder if I could cook here. Rushing water, oh yes. Slasher. I should really save up on all this stuff. I should only just eat the meat. But yes, big horner steak I have got. Now I just need to cross this place, right? Yeah, okay. It is irradiated, but that's okay. I have a bunch of rataways. that I could use to save myself. This place has a lot of enemies, so best off we stay stealthy. And just get out of here. And yes, this is an example of an enemy here. These are the ghouls. Ghoul trooper. Yeah, we're not too far away from here either. Interesting place, this one. Maybe we'll come back and check it out. I think you could. Yeah. So the story with Camp Searchlight is that the Legion hit them with a lot of irradiated barrels, and they got hit, and the whole town, like the whole camp, was destroyed. And this is like a glowing ghoul trooper, and a lot of the NCR people were turned into this, including citizens, into ghouls. Or I think the citizens died. And this is like an example of the war that Legion is waging. So when the Cottonwood Cove is right ahead, right? That's like a proper Legion base that we run into, like a first proper Legion base. I guess Nelson is another one, but you have a chance to liberate Nelson, which is exactly what I'll be doing. But you also have a choice to, you know, if you play the quest, if you take Camp Searchlight's mission, you have a choice to actually destroy this Cottonwood Cove, which is right in front of us right here. I'm not going to be doing that because I can increase my affinity with the Legion through there. But yeah, that's one thing you could do. And I hope I stay invisible whilst I'm here. There's numerous ways to end this quest. One of the favorite ways that I have is there is a truck filled with irradiated barrels that these guys themselves were using against the NCR. They parked it up on top. You could push it into the camp, and then they themselves will just die. So, all irradiated. So you could just, you know, tit for tat kind of thing. Kill them the same way, or kill everybody on this Cottonwood Cove the same way that they killed the NCR. Which I think is really poetic. See, this is what they do. Like a slave just strung there.
What business have you in Cottonwood Cove, outsider?
Yeah, I'll just do this.
Very well. However,
Yeah, I don't care. You guys are all gonna die. Well, Legion's all gonna die. So Cottonwood Cove reach, I'm very close to level 27. And that's the truck right there that we can use to just end the Legion. Very fitting end. Sorry, I have to sneak. And that's their leader right on top of there. Aurelius Phoenix, I think, is his name. And I need to actually get inside his office. Now I've seen this happen. If you steal stuff from him, they do become potentially hostile to you. Yeah. But that's okay. You know, I don't mind stealing stuff from them. They're the Legion. Worst of the worst. Okay, and that's that. We will go back to Old World Blues, and having returned here, stand up, and it is complete. We have obtained 4 copies of Grognak the Barbarian, and with it we should be able to hit. Let's see, skills at melee skill at melee weapons at 82. It's actually 80 because of the strong reinforced spine, or the spineless, sorry, not reinforced spine. And we take 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 98. Actually it's 96, but so I guess I don't really need to put any points into melee weapons anymore, because if I were to bring strength at 10, which I could, I should be done. So that's one of them leveled up fully. So yeah, so that's that. And I'll call this a part, and in the next part I'll be doing the speed skill book, because I'd rather do that before I level up. And yeah, get this going to as high as I possibly can. I think I have not found any books, so that's plus 16. This should put it to 90, which is exactly where I need it to be. So I don't need to put any points into speech, melee weapons, or even sneak or science. Starting to think what I'll need to put points into then at this point. Because even at level 30, I mean, we're doing good. But anyway, so that's that. I'll call this a part. And thank you so very much for watching. And stay tuned for the next part with the Speed Skill Book run. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.